It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to 2K Sports. We're already getting the feel for this new NBA season. Taking it all in with me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Chicago Bulls. For Chicago, any doubts about whether they were going to be an elite team this year have already been put to rest by how well they've performed in the early stages of the season. They've gotten a groove right away and have yet to slow down. And Jimmy Butler's slowly but surely proving that he can be a leader for a winning team. Question for you, Shaq. Is he the best two-way shooting guard in the league right now?
Incredible defense, Ernie. He can guard several positions with his length. Offensively, he took things to another level last year, and yes, he can take over the games, and yes, Chicago belongs to him.
Question for you, Shaq. Is he the best two-way shooting guard in the league right now? Answer the question.
He's one of them. He's probably two.
Oh, if he
second guy.
He's second guy? Would you say my guy Klay Thompson is one?
I would have to agree with you.
Okay, if he's one, then that's, I think defensively, I would say that Butler's a little bit better, but offensively, Klay Thompson's a lot better.
I agree with you, Kenneth Edward Smith.
Thank you. Why Edward?
Edward, that's your middle name?
I don't have a middle name.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right.
You do now. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan. In fact, Kevin Edward Harlan, as we approach the tip.
You don't have a...
The home of the Miami Heat, American Airlines Arena in downtown Miami, Florida. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. They're just off a road trip and the Heat are looking to settle back in here at home. They're still looking to settle into the new season, working on improving their record with each opportunity to try to pick up some wins.
You know, the start of the season, everybody thinks they're going to be playing for a championship, or at least that's what they say. But that optimism can really come into cold reality when you start as slowly as they have.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, the Heat has a hard-nosed ethic that stays constant even as the roster changes. Coach Eric Spoelstra said it's a relentless competitiveness to do whatever it takes to win. You have to develop that mentality. This is and forever will be who we are. There will always be blanks in this Miami Heat jersey. I'll let you fill in the blanks, guys.
They don't back down, David. Thank you. Brent, just how important is it to develop habits and routines early in the season that will set up a team for success in the months to come?
Well, Kevin, the habits in the early part of the season aren't really habits. It's more expectations. It's the expectations of the coaching staff with the way you're going to come in every day, your mentality in practice, and then your acceptance of your role. That's what the season...
New group in for the Heat. Williams, he's checked in for Whiteside. Jordan comes in for Justice Winslow. Waiters, he's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. Isaiah Cannon comes in for Rajon Rondo. So for Chicago right now, Mirotic at the power forward with Lopez in the middle. D-Wade out there with Cannon, and it's Butler in at the 3 slot. And it's sent back by Bosh.
Get that weak stuff out of here. Awesome swat by Chris Bosh.
Johnson outside. Pass to Bosh. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. It would have been hard to believe in the past if I told you Chris Bosh would evolve into one of the better three-point shooting bigs in the league. But, Brent, here we are. He's been fantastic beyond the arc.
Well, so many things have changed for Chris Bosh after being a dominant player in Toronto, really controlling the right block and having nobody get in his way. Once coming to Miami and playing with LeBron James, he made a significant shift and took a lot of time and hard work to become a very deadly three-point shooter. Chris Bosh's underappreciated, amazing career continues.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Johnson dishes to Williams. Johnson the screen. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
You know, around the league, Chris Bosh is thought about as such a versatile big man that still can dominate a game. Rare to have someone be so comfortable from anywhere on the floor with his size. Creating his own shot is very rare at the power forward spot, but expanding to the three-point line has made him devastating.
Bring it in. Take a seat. I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we wanted more than that. Do not give them any life out there.
Much versatility as a 4 or 5 man, completely mobile out there, and it allows multiple pick and roll coverages.
The feed to McDermott. Mirotic up top. Outside Butler. Mirotic sets the screen for Butler. The dish to Cannon. Down low. It's hauled in by the Heat. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Well, you step onto somebody else's hardwood, that's when you got to bring your best effort defensively. Far from it tonight from them. Instead, it turned into a shooting gallery.
Rocket 2. Waiters sinks it from just inside the baseline. Waiters got his first bucket in this one.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Now here's McDermott, guarded by Jordan. It's deflected. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
Well, coaches always tell you, if you take a chance, you better get it.
Johnson, he's checked in for Chris Bosh. And stolen by Jordan. The tray. They grab their own miss. Johnson kicks to Jordan. And a hard slam there from Prez to finish off the play.
And that's the athleticism that had him so highly touted coming into the league.
And Prez came into the NBA early, as is so common now, but he still has the support of his loving mom. And the two are as close as any in the league, and she still hounds him to take care of himself.
Well, that's what moms are best at, huh? I heard she will still send him care packages with food. I'm sure some of his teammates might rib him on that, but nothing beats a home-cooked meal from mom. I don't care who you are.
Williams, a screen on Butler. Jordan, the pass to Williams. Hits the front of the rim and out. Bulls trail by 13. Butler dishes to Cannon. Shoots the three. And the Bulls get it back. Nice shot by Portis.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Williams against Mirotic. Raiders on the wing. Outside Jordan. Just 5 to shoot. The Heat need to get a shot off. Fires for 3. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Williams. Johnson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Yeah, it looks like the makings of a blowout here, but their task now is to maintain this level of effectiveness and not get sloppy.
Johnson kicks to Waiters. And Jordan has it in the corner. 1:32 left here in the opening quarter. And the dunk by Jordan.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, not only have they been the aggressors, their early execution has been off the charts.
Down low, tipped away, and stolen by Williams. Johnson goes in, and count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Beno Udrih, he's checked in for Waiters. One thing the Bulls have to deal with that is unique to their franchise, Greg, is a extremely high expectation factor from their fan base.
And when you have a rich franchise history like the Bulls, it's a double-edged sword. Fans can always look back at the great years in the 90s, but they'll always long for a return to those days. And sometimes the expectations can be too much.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. The Heat leading by 14. Johnson, the pass to Jordan. Johnson sets the screen for Jordan. Johnson kicks to Johnson. Shot clock at 5.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
For Miami, they have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. He's off on the first. And for a few years now, the Heat have made a point to play at a very slow pace, helps minimize possessions for both teams. And, Brent, if you look at the roster, it plays right to their strengths.
Yeah, something about the slower pace, I think, seems to help out their current mix of players. And, of course, over the past season and a half, their development with Whiteside down there in the middle, that could slow up what you try to do offensively. But, again, a staple for Eric Spoelstra and what the Heat do is defensively causing you all sorts of trouble in the half court before it is they attack you on the other end.
And Miami making a change here. Whiteside's checked in. The new group in for the Heat. Chris Bosh is checked in for Whiteside. Justice Winslow comes in for Johnson. Jordan, he's checked in for Williams. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Tyler Johnson. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Robin Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Gibson comes in for McDermott. Wade, he's checked in for Butler. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Cannon. Jordan, he's in at small forward. Chris Bosh is out there with Justice Winslow. And it's Udrich, and it's Waiters in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Waiters against Wade, stolen by Winslow. Outside Jordan. To the inside, Bosh, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Have to love how Chris Bosh was able to complete that look while taking the hit.
Ray, you look around the league and teams are starting to dig into the numbers and really analyze the game carefully. I know that you enjoy analytics. You've always been known yourself as an efficient scorer. When you take a look at the numbers, how do you see them? How do you interpret them?
I think there are some things that are very advantageous for players to take a look at with regards to how it is that they play and where they're most effective. Because one of the things, Kevin, it can sort of reestablish your confidence. And there can be spots on the floor where you get to where you might feel better because somebody has presented those numbers to you. I will tell you, Kevin, that probably the guy that I played with in the latter stages of my career that used the numbers the most was a guy by the name of Shane Battier. Shane loved to look deep into the books and try to gain some sort of advantage numerically and statistics-wise on his opponent, and really was one of the few guys that would go deeper than most.
Have analytics changed the game?
I believe so, but still for players, I think that they're a long way from being able to understand exactly what it is that the numbers are telling them. That time is coming where players really want to know those kind of things, and the tutorial sessions between the coaching staff and the players, I think, are on the horizon.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Yeah, they should bring out a big razor right now, Kevin. A great start, an aggressive move to show they're not going to lay down.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the 10th pick in the draft can sometimes be a diamond in the rough. You remember Paul Pierce went to the Celtics many years ago with the 10th pick, and Justice Winslow fell to the Heat with the 10th pick a couple of years ago. From day one, Winslow has proven to be on the elite side of defenders in the league. Eric Spoelstra told us he plays with a veteran poise, but also with a youthful intensity, particularly on the defensive end. Kevin, he's been a great fit in Miami.
He just makes winning plays, D.A. Thank you.
This is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Jordan against Wade. Now Jordan, 17 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
The other part of his game was the outstanding D. Shot blocking is a huge momentum shifter, and his 2 blocks really turned the game in their team's favor.
Rondo kicks to Mirotic. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Tries to snap the cold streak. Shots good by Bosch. Bosch has got 10 points in the game.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Chicago calls timeout. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
Absolutely agree. They cruised to the win on the strength of a total team effort on the offensive end. Didn't matter what unit they had on the floor. All 5 guys in sync.
Raiders against Wade. Softly drops in the floater. Wade's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Dragic dishes to Jordan. Lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Dwayne Wade.
Clearly a foul. Jordan. You know, you figured that Dwayne Wade might be a player to finish his career playing for just one team, the Miami Heat. But in the end, things just ended bitterly. Wade had taken less money in the past so the Heat could win titles. I mean, he was done playing for a discount. And the Bulls, boy, did they step up.
Free throw good, Jordan. And with the trade of Derrick Rose and the departure of Pau Gasol, it seemed like the Bulls might look to rebuild and go young. Then they reverse course and get Chicago native Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, and don't forget the deal for Rajon Rondo. They're taking kind of a blended approach. Not a lot of three-point shooting in that backcourt. So it'll be interesting to see how all these pieces fit together. No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Rondo with it. Lopez outside. It's tipped. Stolen by Waiters. Dragic left side. Lots of room. That one wide left.
Well, he could not have been any more wide open, guys. Wow, I bet he nails that shot next time he gets a clean look.
Rondo kicks to Lopez. And it's sent back by Bosch. And he gets it back. Here's Mirotic. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. With this break, we have a chance to break down where the assist has been coming from tonight between the front and backcourt for the Heat.
And those bigs have done a great job of creating for others. They've caught the defense off guard time and time again with their unselfish play.
Here's Dragic. To the inside. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Tries from 10. Here's Lopez, and that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point.
Now he snakes around that offensive glass, played that carom just right.
Dragic the pass to Bosch. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And certainly some credit to the Miami Heat coaching staff last year. Not many thought they'd be as strong as they were. A lot of questions about how the team would fare going into the season. And they surprised a lot of people in the media whose expectations were that Miami would fall off.
The Heat making a switch here. Richardson's checked in. Good on both. And for the Heat, a lot of questions they had were mostly because nobody had seen the core group play together.
Yeah, you imagine the year before with Whiteside's injury and Bosch being out that they didn't get many minutes together on the floor. So for their coaching staff, really incomplete grade as they weren't able to get their roster on the floor at the same time. Still last year showed incredible moxie, got deep into the playoffs, and are ready for another run.
Dragic against Rondo. Lopez, a screen on Dragic. Rondo kicks to Lopez. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. So for the Bulls, Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Gibson. Butler comes in for Mirotic. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Rajon Rondo.
Well, after the Bulls said goodbye to Derrick Rose, you knew they were going to be in the market for a point guard. And Rajon Rondo stepped right in, and although not a direct replacement for what Rose brings, still a very strong signing. They could have done a lot worse when it comes to filling in that lead guard role.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Jordan. It's all in by the Bulls. Wade's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Inside, here's Butler. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Butler's got his first points of the game. And for Rajon Rondo, he showed GA that he was still an elite playmaker in his 1-year stop in Sacramento. He felt that Chicago, now with Dwayne Wade, was the perfect fit for him.
And Rondo wasted no time when he got to Chicago. It was apparently a big part of the recruiting effort that landed the team Wade. I mean, a lot of changes for the Bulls. But overall, you have to say with Rondo and Wade as their new backcourt, they're in a great spot.
And so the ball goes on a bounce. Lopez touched it last.
Not exactly sure what was happening there inside the heads of the players, but very frustrated they couldn't capitalize on the opportunity.
Whiteside's checked in for Miami. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Portis is checked in. In the corner, it's Richardson. Drills the three-pointer. Richardson's got 9 points. Bulls trail by 19. Here's Cannon. Lopez, a screen on Dragic. Cannon can't hit. Miami's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. No good from Dragic.
I think the defense was surprised that he did not knock that down. Clear defensive breakdown there, guys. Should have made him pay. You combine his massive size and then his desire to pound the glass, it makes him a tough cover on the board.
They get the rebound. The Bulls shooting in the second quarter has been pretty iffy, down 32%. There's Cannon with the 3. That'll go on McDermott. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for Miami. Johnson, he's checked in for Justice. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Heat lead by 17. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. James, they played very well, but you guys really took them out of that. How did that happen?
Yeah, you know, we talked about how they're on a roll, so our second group wanted to come out, give the energy to the first group, and just do our game, play our game, no expectations, just go out and play hard.
You really backed them up. Thanks a lot, James. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Good work, guys. Nicely done. Where do you guys want to go after the game, burgers or tacos?
We welcome you back to Miami in the American Airlines Arena on the shores of Biscayne Bay. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. We've seen Robin Lopez really having a great game.
And how about his scoring in that first half? He just looked like a different player today.
Different look for Miami. Jordan, he's checked in for Whiteside. Waiters comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Udrich in for Goran Dragic. Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. So the Bulls 5 right now. Mirotic and Gibson up front. Rajon Rondo is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Butler in at the small forward. Wade with it, and it's Waiters picking him up. Here's Butler. Gets to the corner and buries it. Butler's got 9.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic.
I think the reason Bosh is clicking out there is because of the shots that he's taking. He's as smart as they come.
You hear some of the retired legends saying that nowadays the NBA is going soft. What do you think? Do you wish the game were a little grittier?
I really don't. I think the game is what it is because of the freedom of movement, because of the rule changes. What we see in front of us is how players are trying to manage the space, the pace, and how you play. See, that's such an advantage right there. At his height, it's criminal to have that much range.
Udrih dishes to Jordan. In the corner, Winslow with it, and stolen by Mirotic. From the stripe, the shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
I mean, no one really near him, but still he's able to knock down the offensive shot.
Bosh passes to Jordan. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And really, you got to commend the Bulls for the success they've had in the draft. When you look at that roster, you see a ton of big-minute players who were drafted by the Bulls. They've done a great job of finding players to fill roles within that team.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. And with the Bulls and their draft success, a lot of it has come with picks, Greg, later on in the draft.
Yeah, the last lottery pick the Bulls had was Derrick Rose. Not a bad one there. But since then, they drafted or made trades on draft day to find a ton of rotation players. Give a lot of credit to their scouting department for their continued success.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game. And he knocks down the first one.
The team just cannot get into a groove from the free throw line. It's a common problem for them.
Williams, he's checked in for Justice Winslow. And a change for the Bulls. Isaiah Cannon, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Bulls trail by 11. And here's Wade. He has 6. They set the pick. Kicks to Cannon. Here's Gibson. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. The Bulls making a switch here. McDermott's checked in. For Chicago, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with. And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
And knowing that's the kind of D the opposition has been playing, he's going straight for the jugular, just like he should.
Portis, he's checked in for Taj Gibson. Here's Cannon. Not enough on that one as it misses. The Heat leading by 11. And Udrih kicks to Jordan. Good ball movement here by the Heat. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
All right, now he's putting on the clinic. Keep feeding him the ball.
To the middle, here's McDermott, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And the Heat making some trades last season to get underneath that luxury tax threshold. They reset the clock on the dreaded repeater tax, which absolutely hammers teams for being over the tax for consecutive years.
James Johnson's checked in for Miami. Jordan against Butler. Left side, Jordan. Shoots it up. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Shooting 6 of 9 from the line so far tonight. And the free throw, no good. The odd fact for the Heat, they have a lot of left-handed players on their roster, Brent, enough to field a complete lineup. In fact, it's softball. They did so last season.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome to watch, and I'm just not sure how it is that guys play backwards, Kevin, as a right-handed player.
For Chicago, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. And Miami making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And so Mirotic nails both of them. Last season, I heard Byron Scott say he'd support the creation, Brent, of a 4-point line beyond the 3-point line and another 3 to 4 feet out. What do you think of that?
What do I think of Byron Scott?
No, what do you think of the 4-point shot?
Well, I'm not for the 4-point shot, Kevin. There is a way to get 4 points on the possession, Kevin, but a 4-point line I don't think is something that the league needs to invest time in.
Agreed. And the Bulls with another miss. Miami leading by 12. Williams kicks to Udrih. Now here's Jordan. 18 points for him. Knocked loose. McDermott with a steal. To the paint. Here's Mirotic. And it's Miami with the rebound. Williams has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Johnson's shot is off.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
And even though he's been on a roll tonight, that one was a bit forced.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, the Miami Heat is still relevant in the East. The team made some excellent roster moves to bring in new talent after losing LeBron James to Cleveland a couple of years ago. Coach Spoelstra said, how many teams, if you lose the best player in the game, can have a compelling team 13 months later? You know, Kevin, in Miami, they don't stay down for long.
Thank you, DA. A championship caliber organization from the top down. Bulls trail by 10. McDermott gets to Mirotic. The three-pointer off the mark.
He just doesn't seem to be himself shooting the ball right now, guys. Just looks a tad bit uneasy, and that's affecting the result.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Brent, I can picture you now winning that dunk contest back in '96. How did you prepare for that, and what do you think of the dunks that are being pulled off in the modern game now?
I think the dunks today are kind of tough to judge, Kevin, because you're able to see everything you want on your mobile device. And as a matter of fact, why are you looking at the dunks on Vine right now, Kevin?
Because some of these are amazing.
I know, and that's the problem.
I'm looking at yours.
Nice job, Orange Juice. Hustle up, take a seat. Listen up. We have these guys back on their heels, and now they're playing like they're desperate. Don't quit until the final buzzer goes off. Now let's finish this and go home.
Get their attention, but I think we still got some tremendous athletes in our game. And last year, Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon put on an absolute show in Toronto.
The creativity's off the charts. Wouldn't you say the things they think of these kids are amazing?
Not only the things they're thinking of, Kevin, but the things that the NBA guys are borrowing from some of the great dunkers that are out there professionally touring around the world. And they're taking some of those ideas, and they should, because we have some incredible guys doing incredible things.
Now, Jordan. 20 points for him. Inside, Johnson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 4 assists now tonight. Wade kicks to McDermott. Back to Wade. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Wade's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Heat leading by 12. Jordan with it. Now defended by McDermott. Left side, Jordan. Johnson, that's for 2. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for it. Johnson's got 8 points.
Well, the shooting percentage is excellent so far, and without him, they might not have the lead like they do now.
Mirotic has a wide open look. Rebound by Williams.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
This is one of those slumps that you'll just probably want to shoot your way out of.
Butler against Jordan. Pass to Johnson. And here it sends it back. And they'll keep possession. Here's Butler, down low. Here's Portis, and the layup's good off the glass. He has 6.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Miami's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Here's Johnson, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And some changes here for the Heat. Josh Richardson's checked in for Jordan. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
What's going on, Prez? Guys back in the studio want to talk to you.
Perfect.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, friends and neighbors. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith as we move forward to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game. Buckets.
Hey, Shaq here. Great night for you offensively. Did you feel you had a matchup advantage on this one? Did you feel he was barbecue chicken trying to guard you down there on the post?
Of course I did, Shaq. Come on, son. Anytime I step onto the floor, there's at least one mismatch, man. If they want to double team me, that just means 2 of their guys are overmatched. That's just the kind of attention I demand because I'm a natural scorer at the highest level. Kind of like you almost were, man.
Well, thank you for the compliment, buddy. Love you, too.
Hey, enjoy your evening, all right?
And that is a wrap, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. See you again soon.